I'd say the biggest thing you could do is to work on yourself. If you have less responsibilities, and then that's going to make you stronger, which then you're going to be building up and may be able to take more responsibilities. So today we're gonna do 30 minutes of just a very slow pace run. I'm gonna do 30 minutes together, and then afterwards I'm gonna do another 30 minutes. But the first 30 minutes we're gonna do it together. And so 30 minutes of just running together on a very slow pace, and maybe some music in the background, and I might be throwing a couple of things as we go through the video. But I have this shaker here, so I've got my electrolytes here and BCAA and some other good stuff. So what I will do is every 10 minutes I will just kind of pause, have a sip of this, and then run again. So we're gonna do like 3 pauses. So that's really it. And just started my Apple Watch, and I'm gonna run on speed 8.5. So it's gonna be a very slow pace. It's gonna be zone 2 running, you know, kind of north of zone 2. Maybe by towards the end we get to zone 3. Not sure. Let's see how my heartbeat kind of feels. So this is all right, so let's get this moving. So we're just starting here now. 1 minute, 8.5 speed, 30 minutes. I don't really care how many kilometers I'm going to end up reclocking. As I said, I will be doing another 30 minutes after this, but the first 30 minutes we're going to do it together, and then the next 30 minutes I'm going to go on a faster pace, which is going to be no recording and some education time for myself. It is Sunday, and it's my favorite day of the day. Now, before coming here, I've already accomplished 7 of my to-do items, and I have my whole week planned. I know exactly what is the mission of the week ahead. Every meeting in my calendar has attached a link to it with specific actionables and what is a successful outcome of the meeting looks like. And so the whole week is planned before I came in here. And so now I've got maybe 2.5, 3 hours on my hand. So those 3 hours are going to be, you know, probably running here for an hour at least. It depends how I feel. I may extend it to 90 minutes or 2 hours. Let's see how it goes. All right, so 8.5, 30 minutes, nice, easy run. And let's go into our zones. And on my watch, I usually don't like to look at the kilometers. I typically like to look at my heartbeat, because it's more, for me, it's all about the health, you know, the well-being. I don't really care about kilometers, to be honest. Anyway, I'm on the treadmill every day. So my typical is, as long as I run every week, minimum 30 kilometers, that's sufficient. Now most weeks I'm on 45, 50, but 30, it's like, you know, it's a nice hit. It means at least I will be moving. My heartbeat goes for at least, you know, 30 minutes. And really that's all it's about, just making sure that you do it every day. You know, same thing, people go to the gym, say like, oh, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. The thing for me about, you know, just elevating your heartbeat, and same way we gotta eat every day. This is something you gotta do every day, and then just make sure the rest of the day gonna be really successful. All right, so let's kick this off. So heartbeat 134. Nice. We are in zone 1. Just gonna keep up a little bit to go to zone 2 shortly. Slowly. Yeah, I mean the speed is very slow. I did have a very major knee operation for my ACLs and meniscus. So definitely I'm a lot more cautious, and running faster usually it adds up some risks. So at the point that I'm in, while I'm still under recovery, this was only 7 months ago. So I like to take it easy. You know, as I said, it's about the time. 1 hour run, an hour and a half run, it's fine. If I do it in speed 8.5 or 10 or 12, not gonna make much of a difference. Now, when I get closer up to the next marathon, then I'm gonna start elevating this up. But at the current being, it's a normal day-to-day life. So, and I'm not trying to be the next Olympic runner. It's mainly for fitness, joy, and overall well-being. And to do that, yeah, keep a speed. It's also more fun, you know. Like at this kind of level of speed, I can consume a lot of content. I can think more. I can really enjoy this whole process. So I take that over, you know, trying to run more and clocking more kilometers. All right, we are just hitting up to 7 minutes. Heartbeat 136. I just moved over to zone 2. All right, so heartbeat 139, I'm just pausing this now. We have so far 1.4 kilometers, and I'm gonna just do a quick sip of this. My electrolytes from BCA. So yeah, 30 seconds, and the heart is still like take some time. So, and I like to also like kind of stretch my leg a little bit, you know, especially my hips, you know, and yeah. All right, pause mode re-enabled, 32 seconds, and here we go. We're gonna go for another 10 minutes. So what I like to do is just to circulate these, you know, every 10 minutes, one pause, 30 seconds, take it, hydrate a little bit, and maybe that's a time for, you know, some more content, listening to some good content while doing this. And yeah, so really it's just about these little steps every day. Little steps makes a difference. It adds up. All right, so here we go. We are in. Let's go. Another 9 minutes. All right. Now I'm going to enjoy this. I'm listening to some music while actually I'm talking this time here. And then after this, I have prepared an audiobook that I like to listen to. So this is my timing for listening to audiobooks, which I do really like and I very much enjoy. And it's Sunday. I like to feed my brain on Sunday with a lot of good content. And I break the day out. I did about 3 hours work before coming here. Now I'm doing about 2 to 3 hours fitness. Then I brought my computer with me. So my work goes where I'm going. I don't have a mindset that's like, well, I'm working here, now I'm not working. No. My work, from the moment that I wake up to the moment I sleep, work and life and living, it's all together, it's all same. I don't separate it. And I guess that's more sort of a founder mindset. But I think, you know, when I used to work in IBM, I used to also do the same thing. I never treated work as work. And one very good point that I want to add, if you're working in a job right now, whatever the job you're working in, think of your current company as your first client. That's how you should think. So the place I'm working, he's my client, and treat them like that. If you treat them like that, you're always going to think and know that you're going to be replaceable, and you're going to take care of them, and they will take care of you. And that's a mindset that I used to apply when I was working as an employee. And that's a really good way to remind myself that, hey, this company that I'm working in, they're just my client. Think of them as my client. Don't think as an employee. It doesn't matter. And to be honest, if you have a normal job, you know, whether it's 9 to 5 or whatever time you're working in, the most amazing thing you could have is you have so much time to self-develop, to really build up yourself. And that is something that I wish I had more time for this. But I'd say the biggest thing you could do is to work on yourself. If you have less responsibilities, and then that's going to make you stronger, which then you're going to be building up and may be able to take more responsibilities. All right, so we are in 14.5 minutes, heartbeat 137, kind of averaging out. I'm in the very start of zone 2, so I actually need to go speed 10 to kind of get towards the north of zone 2. One thing also difference, one point for anyone that's thinking of running a marathon or maybe a half marathon. When you're running a marathon, you're going to be on zone 5, zone 4 the whole time, almost. So this kind of training, it's really good. But then you also need to incorporate 1 day a week where you run for like an hour and a half, 2 hours on zone 4 and see how you're feeling. I remember a couple of years ago, I went through did a marathon and I realized, okay, wow, you know, I'm tracking my heartbeat throughout the whole race versus when I was in the gym. That was not something I prepared for. So yeah, just a quick tip. All right, 5 minutes. So let's kick it off. Let's go. So what you find is I'm just on 2.6 kilometers. What I find, at least for me, in around 4K, where my feet start getting numb, I just go on autopilot. I don't feel anything afterwards. The first 4K usually is like your muscles, your quads, you know, your hamstrings. It's all trying to getting fully in a warm-up state. So the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, definitely you are going to feel it. It's a bit harder. And then once you go over 35, 40 minutes, they start getting a lot easier, especially when you go on a specific pace. I don't like playing around with the weight, with the speed so much. I like to just pace it. Also in the mornings or nights, I run with my dog. So when I run with her, I like to give her as well the same pace. You know, she like consistency. She like the same speed. So I just kind of wire my brain to just be at this sort of nice, easy pace that I can feel good, I control. All right, so we are just in 20 minutes and 30 seconds now in seconds. We're gonna just make a pause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that's a nice pause. 30 seconds, a quick breather. And I just see from the camera, I need to shake my shaker. There's 1 liter. Oh, this is so good. I'm absolutely loving this. Okay, I'm starting to sweat a little bit now, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. All right. We are in 21 minutes. 9 minutes ago. So we did 2 out of 3. Now I'm starting feeling it. It's getting in a really nice pace. Feels good. You know, someone recently asked me, like, if you go back and be like 23, 24, reverse back 10 years, and you're working in a company, what would you do differently? And I was thinking about this. I was like, what I would really try to do, I would try to do really good at any task at hand. And if this is just like these small wins. So when you go to work, what is the one thing you're doing now? Can you do it really good? Whatever that is. And if you just take the attitude, and then over time, you're going to become so good at those items. So that would be one thing I would do. All right. I'm just hovering on the very beginning of zone 2, heartbeat 139. Feels good. Like this pace, it's like you could pretty much go on autopilot. And there's a lot of study on this on, but you're burning a lot more fat. For me, I also like to eat a bit more protein. So definitely with the running volume, you tend to burn, of course, a lot more calories. So you definitely need more food. And I like carbs. So yeah, I'm not on any specific diet. I just eat protein with all the meals. And that's it. And eat organic. And eat regularly. At least 2 meals a day, minimum. Sometimes 3 meals, but mostly 2 meals. All right, here we go. 24. We got 6 minutes. This just went so fast. 30 minutes. So easy. We're in 26 minutes, 4 minutes to go. 30-minute cardio with me. By the way, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and write me the comment. What do you think? Give me feedback on LinkedIn or on YouTube comments. Let me know what you think. If you like this, you know, maybe we could do 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 2 hours sessions. But for most days, you know, 30 minutes per day, it's good. You know, you can see my body here. I sweat a little bit. And that's all it's about, you know. 30 minutes, nice and easy. Speed 8.5. Nice cardio. Elevate the heart. And you're in a totally different mood, different state. With just 30 minutes. We made a pause for 30 seconds on minute 10, pause on minute 20, and we're going to do a pause on minute 30 in just 2.5 minutes. Heartbeat 145, 3.75k so far. So we will be at the 4 kilometer mark in 30 minutes. Means we're going to do about 8.5k per hour. Now, taking considerations of the pauses, speed, we're going to 8.5. So we would run 4k every 30 minutes. Heartbeat, I'm just like mid-range, zone 2, 143, 144. As you see, like the heartbeat does elevate as we progress through. I'm also going to do a weights workout today. So this is just like an hour running, and then I'll do weights. So I have some things here which elevates my heart a little bit more, which is good. And depending on your body weight, you might sweat more. I'm on about 90 kilos right now, so I'm quite heavy. So definitely I sweat a bit more. Towards my marathon days, I will kind of bring the weight down to like 80 kilos, 82 kilos. I kind of reduce the carbs. But right now, that's not the focus. The focus is just at least 30-minute cardio every day. Minimum 30 kilometers per week of mileage. And that's it. Simple. Easy. All right. So we are just heading up to the 30 minutes. And this was just nice and easy. 30 minutes. All right. So we're going to pause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right. Well done. So we did 30 minutes cardio, and every 10 minutes we just had shake. All right, so I'm going to pause this and I'm going to do another 30 minutes. All right, feedback, like it, comment.